So the new fabric is finally here. And look on the top of the pile, this is the piece, this is the design that all the rest of the designs grew out of. And every character on this fabric is something that I can see out of my studio window. So it kind of tells a little story about where I live. And each fabric is done in 3 different colorways, and I think this would be a wonderful fabric for a little girl's room. In fact, it kind of reminds me of the wallpaper that I had in my room as a girl, which was in pink and green, and I've loved that combination ever since. But this colorway is really, really rich. And I use this in the sample quilt for the beginning of the season here that you can see on the website. And I can't beat purple and blue and green all together. It's really feels pretty good. These are the primroses, and I absolutely love primroses, and they always come home from the grocery store in the spring. You just can't resist them. And 3 colorways of this as well, and also this design they're putting as laminated cloth as well, and I think this would make a fabulous tablecloth. There's the purple colorway. We're calling the purple plum, and blueberry and strawberry are the 3 colorways. This one's pretty rich too. I can't wait to see what it looks like made up into some quilts and things like that. This design is in here so that it acts as a solid color, so it's tone on tone. In this case, purple on purple. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun to use too. Instead of a solid, it'll give things a little more character. This blue is really a nice one. And you can see already how the other prints are going to work really nicely with these. This yellow one is to die for. It's so bright. And I just noticed earlier that even the back sides of these look really great. So if this was a little too much, you can always use the other side too to get a little softer tone on tone. Here's a pink and white, and I think that's pretty joyous. It's a pretty happy looking piece of fabric. But so is that. And I know a lot of quilters, especially the quilters who like the brights, are really into the bright acid and citrusy greens, and this one should make all those girls pretty happy. This one too, instead of pink and white, tone on tone, pink on pink. And I can really see how this could mix in nicely with the other fabrics. This is an idea I've been playing with for quite a while, and often in my art quilts I will quilt the background in these very simple leaf shapes. So I thought, well, why not do it as a fabric design and gradate the colors. I enjoy playing with the gradated fabrics, and so I think these could be lots of fun. I could see these as curtains or something like that. Would be really nice, and pillowcases would be really wonderful. But definitely a different attitude with the different colors, even though they all have black in the background. This one I especially like, and I can see a new Christmas tree skirt coming out of this. It's not your traditional fluffy kind of Christmas attitude. I think it's a little more two-fisted, but the colors are just right for the winter season. This is one I'm really excited about, and it's a border print, and the rest of the fabric is just your powdered daisies. But boy, I could really see this as curtains or trims and skirts, all kinds of things. This is going to be really lots of fun to play with. And here it is in the strawberry colorway. Can't you just imagine that in a country kitchen environment? This one I think really has that old farmhouse kind of look to it. I think someone's really going to have a lot of fun with this. And can you imagine a summer skirt made out of this? It would just be awesome. And I always love to mix checks with my prints because they're such a nice foil. And I've done them many, many times before, but never at this scale. And this is a 2-inch check, so I think it will really add some drama to a lot of quilts. Isn't that pretty? Whew. Really nice. And here's the blue and black. Oh, it's just so clean and clear, and I love that. This is the poppies, and this colorway is is really, really rich. And my studio is painted a golden yellow, and I think this would make a dynamite curtains for a room that color. And you can't go wrong with red. Red is one of those colors that I always have to have, and if it's not in the line one year, it's the first thing that gets put into the line the next year, because it's one of those colors that I always need. Makes me happy. This one, isn't that elegant? It just is so fresh and so springy. I'm really pleased with the way that this one came out, and I can really imagine doing some wonderful fussy cutting here, because if we were to cut, a diamond out of here and repeat that, you would get such a wonderful swirl. It has lots of possibilities. And another happy polka dot here, and this is going to really mix in with the other prints nicely as well. We've got it in red or strawberry, and in plum, and in blueberry. So hopefully your mind is starting to race just like mine is, and time to get out the sewing machine and get to work.